Hi guys, welcome to my channel. And my name is Karthik. Today I would like to discuss about basics on Java. So the very first one is I would like to explain you today what are the details a class can contains. So we are going to see some practical examples for that. So I think it's very basic level question. So first of all, I would like to start. So what are the details a class can contain? What are the details a class controls? So let me know. So actually, as a Java developer, we know what is the basic programming, what is the syntax for class to create a class. So syntax to create a class first. So what is the syntax to create a class? So class name, and if you want any modifier, any access modifier, and with respect to class is a predefined keyword. So here it will be containing some details. uh, so I would like to show you what are the details a class can contain. So first of all, I would like to go to show some sample example. So I'm going to create some class. uh, so public class student. So what are the details a class can contain? So this is the syntax to create a class. Syntax to create a class. So what are the details a class can contain? So that should become. So this is we can call as Java comment. So if you can write any comments of this, any some statement, if you can comment it, your Java compiler will not consider about this line. So it's just hiding that line. So only one default constructor. Only one default constructor. So how you can create a constructor first of all. So your class name and method name both are same. So it may be as public. So this is the default constructor. Println. This is student class default constructor. Next, I am going to create parameterizable constructor. Parameterizable constructor. ST, CONSTRST constructor. So how this class can contain the parameterizable constructor. So parameter as a constructor must and should be containing one parameter. It may be an any parameter. So this is the student class parameterizable constructor. Next, so I can create more than one parameterizable constructor. Comma, string name, student name, in name, it may be an any name. Next, I'm going to create the instance block. Instance block. So this is my instance block. This is my first instance block, and the same way this is my second instance block. This is my second instance block. Next, I'm going to create containing the static block. Static block. So this is This is first static block, static block, and this is my second static, second static. So my second static. And next, containing variables. So what I'm going to do on top of here, I'm going to create a public int number equal to one. So how many variables it can be contains. So this is string, string, and this is uh, st underscore name is equal to something like this. And so this is my student class program. So in this class, it can be containing the two properties, I mean variables, and only one default constructor, and n number of parameterizable constructor. And so constructor name is different, but you are passing the arguments is must and should be as different. At least order must and should be as the different. Next, instance block. So without contain, does not containing any names. So the class can be allowing n number of instance blocks, and at the same time static. So static block represent by using the static keyword. So can be containing any class can containing n number of static blocks. So finally, a class can contain n number of properties, I mean n number of variables, only one default constructor. Whether you can create or not, by default, every class containing one default constructor. Whenever you can compile in your Java application, it will automatically create one default constructor. And next, can be containing the n number of parameterizable constructor. Name of the constructor must be same, but the order, the passing the arguments is completely different. It must and should be vary from one constructor to one parameterizable constructor to another parameterizable constructor. So in this case, here I am passing student is containing only one parameter. So in this case, in the student can containing there is a two arguments or two parameters. So you can call it maybe an arguments and parameters. And n number of instance blocks does not containing any name, and n number of static blocks does not containing. It must be containing the name with static. Must be containing the name with static. So we can see the program, how this program is going to work. So I would like to explain this program with respect to Eclipse. So first of all, once you can install the Eclipse, you will get the shortcut key like this. So just double click on it. It will take a minute. So first page what I'm going to do, 11/5/2020. 11 it's a new workspace. Just maximize it. create workbench and go to file, new project, file, new Java project, file, new Java project. Basic structure of Java. So next, and I'm using here 1.8 JDK compiler. Let's see, it can be adding all the required dependencies to develop an application, basic core Java application. These are the basic dependencies, I mean jar files. So go to SRC, right click, create the new package. So I'm going to create it com.jktech and basics and finish. Now right click, new class. So here I can give my class name as the student, which is I already created. So I don't want to using the main method. So one another class I can define by using the main class. So you can increase the font. Go to Windows, preference, just type font. So Java font, so Java editor, and go to edit, bold, and you can give as the 18 or you can give as 20. Better to give 18 or 16 and 14, whatever you want. I can apply. And this is my class. So make a copy of this one. So I already created a class. So I'm going to copy only the body. Just save it. Just done. So how many properties a Java class can be allowed? We can store a number of properties. We can define a number of properties. We can define a number of properties. Only one default constructor, a number of parameterizable constructors, a number of parameterizable constructors, and a number of instance blocks, and n number of instance blocks, and n number of static blocks, n number of static blocks, and you can creating methods here. So how many methods this class can be allowed? Each class n number of methods it can be allowed. So public void. So I'm going so that's out the shortcut. This is display method. This is display method. This display. And one more class I'm going to creating student one is containing the main method. First of all, so what is the first step here? It's a mandatory to create the class object. So what I am going to do here, without I am not I'm not creating any class objects of the student class inside the student client application. So I'm just execute my application first. Let us cross check it first. Where is console? So go to Windows, Preferences, open Perspective. Console not visible. Java applications. So where I can go first. Create the student class. Create the student class. So how I'm going to create. So student equal to new student of. So I'm going to use the default constructor to create the student class object. So let us execute this. See what will happen. So first static block and second static block and first instance block and second instance block, and finally it is called the student class default constructor. So let us go to using to create the class object using parameterizable constructor. So here I can use, yeah. So I'm going to disabling for this. So whenever you are creating the student class object to creating using default constructor. So this is the output you are going to get. Next, let us hiding this one. So whenever I'm creating an object using the parameterizable constructor. Now go to execute this and check it what is the output for this. So first static block and second static block and first instance block and the second instance block and student class parameterizable constructor. So what I am going to do here, I am going to just little bit modifications of my code. So what are the modifications I am going to do here? Using parameterizable constructor plus a. So and here plus a and plus number plus name. And what I'm going to do here, inside this display method, I'm going to access variables. What is my variables? Number. And at the same time, okay, let us go to cross check here. So whenever I can call the parameterizable constructor, so or I can call the parameterizable constructor. What is the output we are getting? So first static block and second static block and first instance block and second instance block, and finally you will get in which class object you are creating using the parameterizable constructor of the student class. So respective constructor is executed automatically. So now pen comma I can do here test plot test dot net. So now totally I'm going to creating, this is my student 2 parameterizable constructor. So in this parameterizable constructor containing there is a two arguments. First one is integer argument and second one is string type argument. Now let us execute this. So what is the output we are going to getting by default? So first static block and second static block, first instance block, second instance block, and again it called 10 and first instance block and second instance block and the student class parameterizable constructor. Now I can access the method also. So student who dot who dot display. So now see what is the output. So let us see how many times the static block is executed. I have only two static blocks, so two times created, two times it's executed. So how many instances blocks is executed? So whenever I'm creating student one, first instance block, second instance block executed, and that respective parameterizable constructor is called. And next, whenever I'm creating student two object, it is automatically executed first instance block and second instance block, but it is not again called of first static block and second static block, and display method will be executed last. Whenever you are calling display method, it should be automatically executed automatically, it executes automatically. So now let us remove this default also, default constructor also. So let us check now. So now finally you will see how many times a static block executed, how many times instance blocks executed, how many times default constructor executed, how many times parameterizable constructor executed, right? So how many times a static block will be executed. So this class can containing any n number of static blocks is not a matter. So whenever you are creating, so but you are creating the class object here. Before that class is going, before the object is creating, first we should checks whether is there any static block is there or not. So if the class can contain the static block, so JVM will give the first preference to executing of the static block. So how many times the static block is loaded? Only one time. So if you are creating a number of objects of this particular student class object is not a matter, but only static block will execute at the time of loading in your class or at the time of execution. Sorry, at the time of execution in your class. So JVM first looks whether is there any static block is there or not. So the first preference goes to static block. And next instance blocks. So whenever how many times you are creating objects here, there is a three different objects you are creating in student class. So the instance block. So each object each object. So I'm creating the object of using default constructor. So there is in this class can containing two instance block. So if I'm creating I'm creating an object using default constructor, the instance blocks, both instance blocks are executed at a time. So if I'm creating an object using the parameterizable constructor, it is looking only for this parameterizable constructor, not for the default constructor. So and it is not considering about, also it is not considering in your static block, but it is contained, it only always consider about, always considering only the instance block. So if whenever you are creating an object, automatically instance block will be executed automatically. So now how many objects I am creating here? Student, student 1, student 3. So this student class can containing two instance blocks. So how many times the instance blocks will executed? So whenever you are creating this class object, two instance blocks will be executed. Whenever you are creating this class object, two instance blocks executed. Whenever you are creating this class object, two instance blocks is executed. But how many times a static block can executed? Only one time. If a class can containing a number of static blocks also, before the object creation, first it should be checked whether is there any, it is containing any static context or not. So if that it is containing any static context, it is containing any static data. So first it is executing the static blocks, and after that is use the highly preference to instance block. Whenever you are creating an object, instance blocks is coming into the picture. Next. So this is about what are the details a class contains. So finally I can revision again. So a class can containing a number of properties, a class containing only one default constructor, a class can containing a number of parameterizable constructor with different method signature. At least the arguments type must and should be at least the arguments order must be changed. Next, it containing n number of instance blocks and n number of static blocks and n number of instance methods. N number of instance methods. So these are the data. These are the details a class can contain. So here the methods. It may you may ask a question whether this class, this method may be static methods and final methods, whatever your Java class will allowing to define any type of methods. Okay, and you can define here any type of variable, not only the public, may be containing the transient variable, it may be containing the volatile variable, it may be containing the public variable, private variable, protected variable, and final variables also this class can contain. Okay, I hope you understanding the session. For more updates, please watching my channel. My name is Karthik. Thank you guys.